So now we're going to use our new component inside the app component. So the course component needs to be used inside the app component. So what I've done is I've gone into the app component spec file and said, instead of returning an array with 3 p tags, we're going to actually return 3 app course tags now. So here are the tags, app course tag, right? So how do we get that? How do we know what the tag name is for our new component? If you go into course component TS file, it has the selector. So that's actually the name for your component, the one you just built. And that's what you have to write inside your HTML to actually make the code run again with the app course. So how do we make this error disappear? So now, right now we have again one failed because we're trying to read app course. Before it said 3 p tags. And that's actually also what we show in here right now in the code. We have 3 p tags. It's very easy. We just add app course tag instead of a p tag. That's all we had to do. So now this is, instead of showing a simple p, it actually shows the component that we want to show. Right now it's not going to send anything in there, show anything right now, because if you go into the component, we don't send in a course. We don't send in any course that we want to display. We only do it in the test, okay? Let's just see this, the test actually succeed. Again, notice right now it's very slow for me, but it just succeeds now. And if we go to the page, you'll also see that it's actually showing, if we go into the body, you'll actually see the 3 different tags. But there's nothing in there right now because they are not showing anything because the course is not defined yet. It's very simple for us to send in a course from the outside to such a tag. So I'm going to show you that. By adding an add and input, right? An add sign and input, we can actually say this course is something that we will bring from the outside. And of course, to do that, we need to also have an import up here of the type input. And then in the end, you also have to add parentheses right here. So now we're saying you can send to a course component from the outside, where you define the course component tag, you can actually pass in the course you want to show. We need to do one more thing, and that is to go back to our HTML now and say, when we do the for loop, instead of adding a title here, which is useless, we're actually going to say the course. Notice the square brackets here. That means I'm going to pass in something from the outside, or in this case from the course right here, from the list of courses, I'm going to pass that in. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying, whenever I create an app course using the component TS file right here, the app selector right here, I'm going to create a new, for each of my courses available, I'm going to send in the actual course that I want you to present. So let's see if it actually shows, and I'm still not quite getting all the information. I want to actually see the courses here, and the reason is that right now we're not getting any information in here because each course we create, we actually end up on the ng init clearing the course and setting it into something. So let's go into an empty object, sorry. So let's go into the course component TS file again and add instead a small check. So we say if there's not a course available, then create an empty one. We don't want to end up having an null pointer anywhere and undefined. So now we just make, on the init, we make sure if the course is already put in from the outside, then it's fine, or else just create an empty one, just to be sure that we have a course available. So now it should work. Let's see if it works now. Yay, it works! We're back. But now instead of having p tags, we actually put all the functionality of showing these guys into my component instead. So that can have the responsibility for displaying these different things. Let's actually also add descriptions to these guys so you can see that running as well. So we have a title, we have an ID, let's add a description, and let's say working on it, something like that, and just add that to the other ones. Save that, and let's see if we actually get the description in there as well. Now we have the courses available one by one, like these units right here. That was a rather big video, but now you know a bit about actually using a component that you created yourself inside another component. See you in the next lesson where we'll have even more fun.